Two young brothers were at home alone as the parents had gone visit their neighbors for a while. Be good, they said. So to keep themselves occupied, the boys decided to play a game of hide and seek. The older boy turned his head to the wall and began to count. He could hear his little brother's feet as he scampered around looking for a place to hide. Ready or not, here I'm come, cried the older brother, and off he went looking for his brother. He looked in all the usual places: behind the sofa, in the bath, behind the curtains, under the bed, but he couldn't find him. The apartment was eerily silent. Then he heard a scrapping sound coming from the wardrobe. The boy was sure he'd already looked there, but anyway, he went and called out, "Come out, I found you," but there was only silence. Again, he called for his brother to come out, and again, nothing. Opening the door, the boy tries to peer behind the wall of dresses, coats hanging there. He bends down but doesn't see any feet standing there. Then as he outs his hand through the coats, a small, white, icy cold hand comes out and grabs his wrist, trying to pull him into the closet. Trying to pull himself free, he hears a noise behind him and turns around only to see his brother behind him. "Couldn't you find me?" asked the boy. The older brother began to scream in fright and desperately tries to free himself from the grip of the hand, all the while being pulled into the wardrobe. The younger brother grabs him, and together they manage to pull him free. They both run screaming from the apartment. Nobody knows what would have happened if the hand had managed to pull him in. A recently married couple were on a long road trip through the heart of the United States. One night it was raining hard, and the headlights of their car flashed across a bearded man on the side of the road hitching a lift. Not usually one for taking hitchhikers, but the weather was so bad that the husband pulled over and offered the guy a lift. The man thanked them and climbed in. He seemed agitated and edgy and barely spoke a word for the whole journey. Eventually the couple dropped him off at a crossroads where he had asked. The rain was still coming down in sheets. The couple drove down for a good while, and to pass the time, the husband turned on the radio to pass the time and heard a news report about an escaped lunatic, considered very dangerous and who should not be approached under any circumstances. The description matched the hitchhiker, and the couple looked at each other, clearly shook, but happy nothing occurred. But then the car gives out, and no amount of keying at the ignition will make it start again. So the husband tells his wife to stay in the car while he decides to set off through the rain and to try and get help. The woman locks the doors and tries to listen to the radio, but the car battery seems dead. Eventually, she dozes off. She wakes up with seeing flashing police lights through the water coming down the windshield, and a voice through a loudspeaker: "Ma'am, open the door. Get out of the car and run towards us as soon as you can. Do it now." The woman is confused but gets out of the car and outs her hands above her head. "Run, run, and look back, and don't look back," orders the police officer. But the woman turns, and the flashing blue lights of the police car, and illuminated by flashes of lightning, she sees on the top of the car the hitchhiker with the machete, hacking at the dismembered corpse of her husband, with blood streaming over the car. She screams and faints as a flurry of gunshots ring out.